Hey guys, what is up? It's Further Never Boost here. Another breaking run, this time the wafer. Seed was on the screen. Seed gone now. Goodbye, Seed. So the wafer, great item. It's arguably, well, it pretty clearly, God, I'm trying to fucking say words that I'm just not ready to say. It was pretty clearly the best item in Vanilla Isaac in terms of run-win potential, basically. Is it the same way in Rebirth? A little bit less so, I'd say. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I mostly say that because in Rebirth, there's so many more tools to become overpowered by the end of a run that basically, like the way it worked in Vanilla, right, was you could become overpowered pretty, well, not easily. You could become overpowered not too difficultly. That's not a word. It was not too difficult to get overpowered in Vanilla because you had the D6 with 3 charges. But on runs that you didn't become overpowered, the last floors, even Sheol, which, by the way, that pathway, in case you didn't play Vanilla, Sheol actually ended there. Like, that path didn't go further than Sheol. So it was beat Satan, game over, right? And then there was the chest in Wrath of the Lamb, which was cool, but they didn't add the Dark Room until Rebirth. But the thing is, all those floors were just so much harder. I don't know why. Honestly, looking back, I don't actually see why that was the case. Oh my god, I hate fucking Duke of Flies sometimes. Having no items against Duke of Flies is just so fucking annoying sometimes. Also, first run of the recording session, so, you know, got a little bit of that rust, like good old Isaac rust. Yeah, I'll take the box. I'm not gonna reroll the box, especially this early. Do I take the Joker card right now? I think so. Whore O Babylon, reroll it? Yeah, Fear Shot's phenomenal. So, or Dark Matter, which, you know, Fear Shot. Fear Shot. Here, let's try and actually explain shit. So, I got a comment on the episode that went up today, which was episode 21, where the person was asking for more detail on what things do, so they don't have to keep the wiki open. And that's a very, very reasonable expectation. And I have been trying my damnedest to do that, except it's super fucking hard. It's oh my god. Sometimes your autopilot brain just kind of, like, your brain just, you know, not your autopilot brain. Your brain goes into autopilot and just starts saying things like, oh, that's good. Headless baby, it is good. So I'll try to describe some items. And ooh, there we go. Oh, that's incredible. So the items I have so far are obviously D6, it rerolls, you know, you probably know what the D6 does. It's the only fucking item I've been using for like 17 million episodes. We have the D6, we got our starting item, which is the wafer, which means that any amount of damage is reduced to half a heart, no matter what. That includes the late game, when everything becomes a full heart of damage. It will bring it down to a half heart, which is great. It also includes Sharp Plug effect, even though it takes away 2 hearts, it's reduced to a half heart. This allows us to do a lot of silly shit, mostly with Sharp Plug. Oh my god, I can't fucking do this. Then we picked up from our boss. Oh no, I don't like Fear Shot against the Haunt, dude. Oh no. Ah, there goes our deal with the devil on the 2nd floor. Shit. I might actually just die here. I really don't like making the Haunt afraid. It makes me fucking scared, and it's not possible to avoid the damage. Holy shit, that was awful. I'll take Mom's Heals. I like at least 1 range up. Alright, so other items we have. The box gives you basically one of every consumable, or one of every thing that would be re-rolled by the D20, more or less. Obviously, it doesn't give you chests, but It'll give you money. It'll give you a bomb. Spirit heart. Does it give you actually a key? Now I'm actually skeptical now that I'm looking at my consumables. Except, no, it must, because Isaac doesn't start with a key, so I'm actually correct. Okay. So the box is great because it's like a starter kit, and rosary bead's also a great item. Really glad I didn't take damage in this room, because that would have killed me. I'm going to reroll this, though, because it gives us double deal items. The mark is pretty much ideal. So the mark gives you damage up, as well as a spirit heart. Small rock gives you damage up. Headless baby leaves this red creep that deals damage. Dark matter, fear shot, which makes my tears look like little fucking meteorite things. It gives you a damage up, as well as causes the fear effect on enemies when you hit them sometimes. Well, isn't it? Actually, now that I think about it, it might just be every time. It's just that they become resistant to it. Because enemies, no, it doesn't seem like it's every time. It is definitely, yeah, it's definitely random. It's just that they all look cool. With Abaddon, which also gives you Fear Shot, it becomes a little bit weirder because it actually will visibly show you, like, you can see which shots will make enemies, you know, get the fear effect. And you can't do that with Fear Shot, which is, good or bad, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. It's pretty pointless. And then Mama's Heals, obviously, is a range up. Most items, the subtext pretty much explains exactly what it does. Some items it doesn't. For example, you know, Dark Matter. Dark Matter just says Fear Shot, so you don't actually know that it gives you a damage up, unless you actually have looked into it. But it is a damage up, and it's actually quite a good one. I think it's a 1.0 damage up, actually, now that I think about it. Which is like, that's on par with, you know, pretty much all good damage upgrades like Small Rock or Pentagram are also 1.0 damage ups. So we basically, what I'm trying to say is that we are dealing, did I say Pentagram? I meant to say Mark, but Pentagram is also a 1.0 damage up. And it's also considered a good damage up. So we're dealing, if we have 3 1.0 damage ups, then we're dealing 6.5 damage per shot. I shouldn't have picked him up in case, yeah, pretty much in case this happens and he drops Lump of Coal. So yeah, look at how fast Krampus is dying. Like for a third floor Krampus fight, that went super well. Yeah, now I'm really regretting picking up Little Chad. He can be okay though in the long run. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But now that we have Lump of Coal, our tears are fucking dark. So Lump of Coal adds damage, depending on how far tears travel. So, and it also adds hitbox, as you can see. If you look closely, you can see the tears growing larger as they travel. So, and the thing about Lump of Coal that makes it very unique is that, oh wow, it doesn't actually get affected by any modifiers. So that can be a good and a bad thing. The good thing about it is that damage downs, like Odd Mushroom, Soy Milk, what else is there that's a damage down? There's not too many damage down modifiers. Oh, Eve just in general has an innate damage down modifier when she's not in Horror Babylon. Stuff like that doesn't affect Lump of Coal. So that means that it will always add the same amount of damage as long as it travels the same distance. I will take Speedball. This is a shot speed up and speed up. It's good. The biggest benefit about shot speed ups is that they do affect your range. Okay, so we did that right. So if he's in the corner when he dies, then if he drops a pedestal, it'll be there. It'll actually pop itself out of the corner. So we have red hearts actually on the ground. Let's go in here. Spiders. So yeah, obviously shot speed ups will help your range. Also, they make shots just more instant, which is a good thing. It means that, so, okay, without any shot speed up, enemy is like right here, and I'm here, and I shoot it. It'll be like, to make it so when I shoot it, it'll hit, I have to be like right here, right? Then I can be like this with a shot speed up. And Speedball's a good one at that. I don't like these items enough. Yeah, I'll take a blank card. It might seem weird. to ditch the D6 this early, especially without like a good tarot card yet. But I think blank card is so phenomenally good that I don't want to pass it up. We have the Emperor card, which, you know, we could use immediately upon entering this next floor, just to make our chances for a deal with the devil that much higher, potentially. And we don't really have keys, so let's do it. The Hollow. This is a great boss. Easy boss. So yeah, blank card it has a 4-room charge, and it copies your held tarot card or rune. It will not copy pills. Thank God it doesn't copy pills. That'd be so broken. Placenta. That's pretty good. HP up regen. Dead cat. Well, now I'm regretting picking up placenta, but I am taking this. Dead cat is like a no-brainer in most situations, but especially in the situation where you already have one Guppy item. It just respawns you 9 times and reduces your health to 1, and every respawn you will have 1 health. So, overall, Dead Cat's like already a good item. Like, it already kind of is good. It's worth it if you don't include the fact that it is one of 3 required Guppy items to become Guppy. And becoming Guppy is absurdly good. I don't like this room. Thank God we have the wafer though, so that Globin didn't actually do a full heart of damage. They do a full heart of contact damage, which is so dumb. But we didn't have to deal with it, because the wafer. I think treasure room is probably over this way. Can't be up there. Yep, right here. So the downside to the fear effect is that these guys get all fucky. So, like, they don't shoot while feared, but then after they're not feared, you can shoot out of their closed head, which is horseshit. I'm glad as I said it, you saw it. Oh, wow, shoot to oops, awful. Very bad spacebar item. It just causes, like, a fucking soy milk levels of damage brimstone shot on a 2-room charge, basically. It's super bad. I mean, it's not like the worst item. Like, if you don't have a spacebar item, it's worth it, I guess. But how often do you really not have a spacebar item better than fucking Shoop de Whoop? Not very often. I'll tell you that. So I do want to save 1 key for the next floor, but I think I'm going to open this. Hierophant. Well, we are going to win this run. So Hierophant is a card that gives you 2 Spirit Hearts upon use. Blank card allows you to use Hierophant card every 4 fucking rooms. So that means if we get hit 4 times every 4 rooms, we'll break even. That's that. So basically we're unkillable, because I don't think I'll get hit 4 times every 4 rooms in Curved Horn. It's a damage up, 2 damage up, I believe. And it takes up a trinket slot. So the blank card Hierophant is basically the most incentive I've ever seen to going to every room in the game. So let's do it. That means no boss rush. Although, we could do boss rush. I'll keep this up. Alright, and this allows us to do this now. Fate! Fate's great. It's flying, gives you an Eternal Heart. It always feels like it gives us speed down, but that seems purely anecdotal, because I haven't seen anybody talking about the speed down. Alright, Fear Shot against leaping enemies is great. They don't leap on you. They become less predictable, but they don't leap on you, which is already pretty good. But every time that I get Fate, I feel like I move slower. Including this time, which is super fucking annoying. Because I don't even know if that's like a true thing, or if it's just purely placebo or something. I don't know. I haven't looked too much into it. I wish I had. But just the power of flight alone lets us do this, which is great. And I think I left some stuff in spots that I couldn't reach without flying? Maybe not. We'll see. We have a ton of bombs too. We could find our secret room. Could be here. Cool. Secret rooms will... yeah, well, let's blow up mushrooms. Secret rooms are basically always... right... I don't like that. I don't like that. Is that all we got? Puberty and telepills? Yeah, wow, okay. I'm not going to use them because I don't want the I Am Error room, because I want the Hierophant card. That was Rosa Reed, okay. Could use our key there. I don't think I'm going to, though. Let's just go down. Yeah, secret rooms, regular secret rooms will be adjacent to 3 other rooms frequently. Not always. Sometimes they kind of break the rules, but it's super rare. They almost always are adjacent to 3 other rooms. And then super secret rooms can never be adjacent to more than 1 room. So I'm going to go to every curse room for sure, because I want to become Guppy. Our tiers are very high damage, and we have 2 Guppy items, and all we need is 1 more. Doesn't even matter if we hold on to it. Because we picked up Guppy's head, and we have Dead Cat. Dead Cat's the only one that we actively have, but it doesn't matter. As long as the game knows that you picked up 3 Guppy items, it'll transform you into Guppy. You don't need to hold on to them or anything. Ah! What a shot. Come on, Spider. Come on, Spider, cooperate, please. Sack of shit. Nope, not touching Bob's Brain. Bob's Brain is a familiar that after a small delay each room, he will be hurled in the direction that you are shooting your tiers, and he'll explode, and it's questionable. Very questionable, because the explosion can hurt you. This is great. So starter deck is exactly what I'm looking for. Alright, so starter deck will make it so we can hold 2 tarot cards, and all pills will become tarot cards, and it gives us a tarot card immediately. Hermit. That could be okay. Probably won't be. There's 1 more floor that it'll do anything on. I'm going to assume our boss is this way. I was entirely wrong. Although we could see this room. If there's red chests, I'll fight it. If there's not, I probably won't. Because, you know what, I'm gonna say that there's a chance we get to boss rush this run. It's not a good chance. Yeah, it's probably not a chance anymore. I think it's gone after that. But I am looking for Guppy, so it would be very wrong of me to... Oh, whoops. That's fine. I'll trade a half heart to get out of that room. I picked up everything I wanted to. It'd be very wrong of me to not fight in triple red chest rooms, because red chests have basically Guppy items as well as a couple other items. But basically it's just Guppy. And then potential other shit. I think this is the most we've been hit since we picked up Hierophant. And it didn't matter. We've still net positive on this floor. Oh my god, what a sniper, dude. I hate the enemies that shoot in a random pattern around them. Like radial, but random. Yeah, we can play this a few times. You know, sometimes an Isaac run, everything just works out. That exact situation was one of those times. Even if it didn't pay out, which it did, first try, I still had the placenta heal me the half heart that I lost immediately. And placenta, the regeneration is basically, the way that the regeneration works with placenta is, fuck. I can't think and fight adversary and talk at the same time. Adversary's a sack of shit. I fucking hate this boss. He's mostly horse shit because he spawns the stupid fucking spiders. Alright, let's just go down. I could have gone to more rooms, but we don't need to anymore. We're like near HP cap. And we have 2 minutes. We'll see. We'll see. Ow. Oh my god. Oh my god. So placenta every minute has a 33% chance of healing you a half heart. There, I spit it out. I fucking did it. You proud of me, Mom? Wheel of Fortune. The moon. I'll take the Wheel of Fortune card. Let's just, yeah. So Wheel of Fortune's great because on the chest, every, oh my god. Every slot machine or fortune teller will explode into an item pedestal on the chest. So this basically means that every 4 rooms on the chest, we get to get another item, which is great. Although if we find a Jera rune, we will say, fuck the Wheel of Fortune card, because Jera rune's so much better. We're not going to make it. Yeah, I mean, Lost Contact is good. It makes our tiers have a little shield around them. I'll get some money. I'm just going to say boss rush is out of the question at this point. Let's get down to a half heart. And so that shield will break upon getting coming in contact with an enemy bullet. And it'll destroy the tier as well. But it's good because it'll destroy the enemy tier. Okay, I really wish that Loki stopped fucking telefragging. I love how they, like, fixed the lumps, which is, don't get me wrong, like, the lumps were way more annoying than Loki, but holy shit, every time Loki teleports on top of me, I just fucking want to scream. So we could really go for a tiers upgrade, or 2, or 3. I'm just gonna use the blank card here. Why did you shoot? Monstro 2? So as you can see, the main benefit of Lost Contact is being able to just defend yourself against bullets from, you know, enemies that pretty much will only damage you with bullets. So Isaac Blue Baby get fucking obliterated by Lost Contact. Unless your fire rate is low, which ours is. Or unless you have piercing tears. Piercing tears mean your bullet does not get destroyed. Let's pick up the Hermit. I mean, we should use these cards. It'd be dumb not to. Yeah. Habit's good. Habit makes it so when you get hit, you just take any damage, it will restore 1 charge. Which, now, if you haven't quite figured it out yet, we are invincible. Nothing can kill us at any point. We cannot die. We will not die. Because, if you remember what I said earlier, as long as we don't get hit 4 times per... every time that we use the blank card, we basically... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It basically means that we won't die. As long as we don't die, or we don't take more than 4 hits in between the usage of this card, fuck. We can't die. So, sorry, that was super long-winded and kind of probably confusing. I apologize. What I'm trying to say is that every time we get hit 4 times, which is the 2 Spirit Hearts, which we have the wafer, so it'll always be 2 Spirit Hearts, we can't, because we'll get a charge of blank card because it's a 4-charge item. Unfortunately, we can't net positive Spirit Hearts yet. If we get the 9-volt, which, now that I'm thinking about it, considering this is our last shop, I don't think we will get the 9-volt. I think we can. I don't remember what it's. I think it's only in shop pool, actually. But if we get AAA battery, which I probably wouldn't want to give up Curved Horn for, then that could work. I don't know. That's fine. Oops. You know what, Mom? You earned that one. We could honestly just face... Alright. English is a fucking tough language, right? What you got for me? Hey, I mean, I'll take it. It's like basically free-ish, sort of, so I don't know. Give me a Spectral Tears. Not the biggest fan. Alright, let's, yeah. Well, actually, we could net positive. No, we do net positive on Spirit Hearts, because every room that we complete, we get another charge. So every 4 rooms, we net positive 2 Spirit Hearts. So that means every room we can net positive half a Spirit Heart. I'm just going to bum rush every enemy for the whole game. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. This is interesting. It's so weird. I've actually never had a run where this sort of thing happens, where I get an infinite combination, as the kids call it these days. The devil. Nah. I'm not even gonna pick it up and use it for like the boss or something. I'm just not gonna bother. Like, if I bum rush, then we don't lose health. If I don't bum rush, then we don't lose health. So, basically, I'm trying to tell you that this is an unlosable run. So get hype. Yeah, I'll step on this once, apparently. I'll step on it once. Fucking game not giving me the fucking... God. Oh. Right, we have the Polaroid. Coin purse. So coin purse is great because this gives us more cards. Normally it gives you... Oh, this is incredible. Normally it'll give you pills, but because we have starter deck, all pills are now cards. Oh, this could be great. Oh, that is great. 2 hearts is not great, though. I will tell you that. So, ceremonial robes is 3 black hearts as well as a damage up. I'm not touching that shit. It's another good damage up. I don't remember exactly how much it is. I want to say it's 1. Oh, right, we have placenta. That's awful. Oh, God. So placenta is going to heal us out of the Polaroid proccing every hit. Also known as permanent Polaroid invincibility. That's actually really unfortunate. Hey, Mama Gertie. What a fucking great, easy boss fight when you can fly. The only downside is that all of her bullets will make my bullets super shitty. So as long as we avoid her fucking mouth, it don't matter. Oh, nice spikes, you stupid idiot. I can fly. Yeah, give me more spikes. Make me step on them or something. We can actually double fly. We're that great. Yeah, I mean, Will Stevens, an item. Oh, let's move on. We're good to go. Taking a swig of my Dr. Pepper acquired at McDonald's. So, at McDonald's tonight, oh, by the way, Lil Steven is just a familiar. He does 3.5 damage per tier, and it's homing tiers. So tonight I went to McDonald's at 2 a.m. I'm recording this at 3-ish a.m. A little after 3. And I went there, and so I get a pretty standard order, right? Like, I have an order that I always get, more or less. Sometimes I'll get a little different, but it's pretty much always the same thing. If you don't know, it's a McGangbang, as well as... It's a McGangbang with a small fry and a large drink, which, for me, my drink of choice is, of course, Dr. Pepper, the greatest drink of all. That order costs... It's supposed to cost $4.96 after tax. Now, because they changed the dollar menu. So small fries are now $1.20 instead of $1, and McDouble's been $1.20 for a while. So it used to be $4.74, and then they changed it, so then it's $4.96. But I went tonight to get my exact order, and they were like $4.74. Pull forward to the second window. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll pay $4.74 for my standard meal, saving them 22 cents. Am I right? And not only did I save the 22 cents, but they also gave me a medium fry instead of a small fry. So what I'm trying to say is that whoever the fuck you are, Mr. 2 a.m. McDonald's staff, I love you. I would have said it to his face if I hadn't already started driving home. Well, I mean, I noticed once I got home, right? Like, you don't go, like, fucking check my order right in front of the fucking lady. Like, that's an asshole sort of thing to do. I don't know. Not about that life. Yeah, let's check in this room. Why not? Coinage. Coinage is good. Diglets. So yeah, basically, what I'm trying to say is I'm a fat slob. And I eat McDonald's a lot. But listen, dude, if you can show me a fucking place that can give me the amount of food that I get for that order for $4 and, oh my god, and 74 motherfucking cents, I'll probably go there instead. You got me. But I haven't seen it yet. That place doesn't seem to exist. Two hero font. Oops. Meant to use hero font. Oops. Dude, how? Demon Judgment, you motherfucker. Just come on. Oh, is that a Jeraroon? I'll be so happy. It's a Dagaz. Dagaz is alright. It's not a hero font. But it clears curses. Bottle of pills can give me a card. It gave me the tower. So there is a tinted rock up there, and I'm gonna let this take care of it, maybe? Yeah, it did not take care of it. Got a dime. Dagaz, Wheel of Fortune. I'll just use Dagaz now. Like, it's probably good to use it, like, you know, say, I don't know, maybe on the chest in case we get Curse of the Blind, because you don't ever want to have Curse of the Blind on the chest. It's not good. Okay, another heart. Thank you very much, sir. Hey, V-Bag. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. These payouts are great, though. Yeah, keep it up. Black Bean. What a great item. I'm glad I did all this shit for fucking Black Bean. And a tower card. Great. That was alright, though. Okay. Yeah, I have yet to actually find a place that gives as much food for McDonald's prices anywhere. There's better food than McDonald's, yeah. I'll wholeheartedly agree with that. I'll back it up. I'll give it my seal of approval. But man, McDonald's is like super not bad and also cheap as hell. If your goal is being frugal, you're gonna have to learn to like McDonald's. More or less. Yeah, let's play this. We got a bunch of Spirit Hearts lying around. Let's do it again. Okay, cool. Then we'll pick up these two, which will fill our Black Heart back up. Maybe you don't need to learn to like McDonald's. I mean, like, from what I've heard, you can eat pretty healthily for, like, the same or less than McDonald's costs. And sure, that's true in some areas, but some places you don't really have access to the same sort of supply, right? So around me, if there's a place that if you want to get fresh vegetables, you can get it real cheap. But where my brother lives, which is in the city, no such place exists at all. And I say where I live, as in where, you know, I live with my parents, so whatever. So it depends entirely on your situation. Like some places, you know, you just don't really have the opportunity to eat the same stuff. Like you don't have the opportunity to spend your money on things for cheap compared to other places. Because yeah, the place that I'm talking about that has the fresh veggies, the incredible thing about it is the fact that actually familiars block bullets too. That's cool. I just noticed that. It's so great because it's like you can get like fucking, I don't know. I want to say I think it's 70 cents for a pound of peppers, which is absurd. And it's just like all sorts of peppers. By the way, this is the longest mom's heart fight there's ever been. It's mostly because it's like it's bullet hell, right? And because it's bullet hell, my bullets get stopped a lot, so I deal a lot less damage, but I have no risk of dying, basically. So yeah, it's like 70 cents for a pound of peppers, which is stupid. How can people charge that much money and fucking live? But yeah, in the city, there's like no such thing. That sort of price for that sort of food, it doesn't exist. So, I mean, in the city, I'm sure it exists, but not within the vicinity of where my brother lives in the city. Cities are big, especially, well, Chicago's not that big compared to some other cities, but it's big enough, right? It's definitely not bigger than like, I mean, obviously not New York, but what is? Steam sale. What a great item. Cursed Skull. No! Cursed Skull makes you teleport every time you get hit. Although, I did see a post on Reddit which was pretty interesting, and I liked it a lot. I liked the idea a lot. It was a vanilla, well, a Wrath of the Lamb, which everybody calls vanilla. It's just the expansion for vanilla that is, like, essentially part of the game. But it was scapular, which, when you get reduced to half a red heart, you get a spirit heart. It was scapular, plus Cursed Skull on floors past Mom, without, like, anything else, right? So floors past Mom will give you, or they'll deal a full heart of damage, right? Completely eliminating your spirit heart, bringing you down to half a red heart, which, as you probably understand, will give you the spirit heart back, and you're getting hit, so that means you get teleported out. To basically get infinite attempts at a boss. Like, once the floor is cleared, I mean, like, literally no room can kill you. You're unkillable at that point, right? Because every time you get hit, you know, you'll take a heart of damage, and then you'll teleport out. And that heart of damage will be reversed because of the fucking the scapular. Actually, even now that I'm thinking about it, even with Wafer, it works just fine. Even though you won't get the spirit heart back every time, it's like, it doesn't matter, right? Because you will get it back at some point. Guppy, goat head, you're too fucking late. You would have been great, though. Goat head gives guaranteed deals with the devil. And there was some sort of misinformation going around early in the game's lifespan, in Rebirth's lifespan, that goat head gave you you couldn't take damage from things above you. Clever idea, but no, it's not true at all. The person had Pyromaniac and was going off of Mom's Foot, and because Mom's Foot is explosive damage, you don't take damage from it if you have Pyromaniac. There's not a real reason that it is explosive damage, it just kind of is. Some people think it might be the fact that it does a full heart of damage. Oh, that was it. Some people think that it's because it does a full heart of damage, so it's like, oh, they, you know, took a shortcut in the programming and it's explosive. But champions also do a full heart of damage, and they're not explosive based. So It's a good idea, but no, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Fuck this room, by the way. This room is stupid. I'm, like, by the way, this is the lowest damage I've actually had in a long time. Oh, no. I didn't want to lose the black heart. I wanted to keep it. Right, I'll go back for the tin rock after this room, then. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, our damage is super low for being this far in the game. Which is weird, because we've got a lot of damage ups. It's just that they don't seem to do much without tiers ups. Like, each of our individual tiers does pretty high damage, but that means very little when we're firing very few of them. Alright. Well, that's fine. We're at the chest. We have Wheel of Fortune card. We should have a charge leaving this room. You know what? Let's just fucking be all up in his fucking grill. Alright, let's not be that far up his fucking grill. This is horse shit, Isaac. I'm not a fan of you doing this shit. It's so hard to actually kill him, dude. Yeah, it takes 3 bullets because he shoots in bursts of 3. This is so stupid. This is the most obnoxious Isaac fight we've ever had. Again, like, no risk of dying. Thank God. But man, it takes for fucking ever to deal any damage to him. Alright, we're into the second phase. That's good. I mean, I'll stay on Hierophant, and I just, like, intentionally take... Yeah, that'll be good. Alright, let's go back to Wheel of Fortune. I'm not going to bother with Hierophant. Doesn't matter. Like, whatever. I'm just going to pick up Spirit Hearts on other parts of the floor when I'm done. The only time that I'll use Hierophant here... Nah, I'm not even going to use it all. Like, whatever. I don't give a shit. I'd rather just not confuse myself when it comes to figuring out how to... Alright, whatever, I'll use it. Look at me making a statement. Look at me immediately reversing said statement. Man, I cannot damage you, Isaac. You're a real fucker. Real motherfucker. Ah! Oh, this is a slog is what it is. Oh my god. Isaac, can you fucking not? Can you stop shooting bullets for 2 seconds so I can actually deal damage to you? You shoot way too many bullets, dude. Fuck, I'm gonna get hit. Okay, sometimes you get lucky when you're standing in the opposite corner. Opposite corner is not a safe spot. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Whatever. Isaac, if you take off this fucking Blackheart, you deserved it. Yeah, you deserved it, bud. Nailed it. There's definitely 3 Spirit Hearts laying around. 1, 2, and 3. So I want to take as little damage as possible in the chest because I don't want to be using my Hierophant card. I want to just use Wheel of Fortune so I get item pedestals. Little Haunt's good. That's good. I'll take... Libra's questionable. I'll take it, though. I don't know. I'm like a masochist or something. That ups our fire rate. Our damage is, like, way lower, I'm sure. Hanged Man is worthless. Let's blow this bad boy up. There's another pedestal. Big fan. I'm a big fan. Haha! Ah, that joke isn't overused at all. So, I mean, I mostly picked up Libra because I think this item is a very, very good item. Just innately. Even when you have high damage. When you have high damage, Libra is at its worst. Worst. I'm gonna be so upset if I take too many hits in this room that I'll be able to blank card. Because I would have wished to have not picked up the Hanged Man randomly before going into this room. I don't think I'm getting hit though. So when you have high damage, Libra's at its worst because it balances your stats and it weights damage the lowest of all stats. So that means if you have high damage, you're going to lose a lot of your damage, but gain a lot of your other stats, which means speed. Can you fucking die, Hanged Man? I don't want you. Speed, tears, range. The 4 stats balanced by Libra are tears, range, speed, and damage. Okay, that's fine. So I'm just going to every room because I want this run to be hilarious at the end. I'm not picking up fucking experimental treatment. You're not gonna make me do it. I'll get Hierophant ready. Doesn't matter what you fucking want from me. I'm not picking up experimental treatment. I ain't about that life, alright? It's almost in a spot where I literally had... Well, that's not true. You're not ever literally forced to take an item. Even if it's blocking your path, there's ways around it. Which I would probably display if it, you know, thing happened. So there's Hierophant card. Let's just get Wheel of Fortune ready and fucking use that next. Super fucking Wrath is really a dickhole. Because these bombs are just hard to fucking deal with sometimes. As I found out on my soy milk run. Which is the last run? Yeah, that was the last run. So hope you guys enjoyed that fucking train wreck. Man, I was tired last night when I recorded that. It was a goddamn mess. I don't even... Like, the best thing is I hardly remember. I remember what our build was like at the end, which was absurdly broken. And I remember getting a lot of damage ups. Other than that, fucking, I'm in the dark, man. You know more than me. I don't... Okay. Alright, this is fucking... Stop. Oh god, this is so... Oh, Jesus. Alright, well that's actually a pretty good pickup. Stop it! This is so fucking mean. Knock it off. Stop! Double Monster 2 is not an easy room with this setup. I mean, in fairness, we don't really need to use Hierophant, like, at all on this floor, unless we're literally about to die. Because as long as we just use it on the blue baby fight, then we're fine. Fucking Daddy Longlegs dealing damage before his actual foot touches the ground. How broken! Super annoying. Super annoying. The best possible husk. Bombfly husk. So 99 bombs lets 99 bombs lets us blow up every single Wheel of Fortune thing, slot machine that we spawn. I was actually going to be a little bit worried that we wouldn't have enough bombs, but then I looked at it and I was like, we have over 20. And I'm like, oh. And now we got 99 bombs, so now we're super okay. Agreed. Money. Money, 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 money. Money. Sorry. I mean, this run wasn't really a breaking run, which is sad because it had Wafer. Wafer is like the staple for breaking runs. And by the staple, I mean not like the premier thing, but it's the thing that holds it together, man. Sharp plug is like, you know, what the usual term staple would mean. Fuck. Which would be, you know, the thing that makes it work. Well, the Wafer is much more just what makes it work well. Shit. I really don't want you to die, Sloth. You know what? I'm sitting in this. What you got for me, bud? Card against humanity. Let's use it! Yeah! Poop! It's like bubble wrap. It's great. Fuck it. So I could take intentional hits to get another charge. I think that might not be the worst idea. Cause I'll have full charge after this room, and then we have one more room. So if I take 3 hits, then we'll get one more item out of it. Although we could just do that on the red poop room, so I'm not gonna intentionally take hits on enemies in case we do like too much or something. Oh my god, I'm getting such awful drops. So that brimstone shot's pretty fucky. People seem to not understand how it works though, which is confusing to me. It's like, I don't know, it's pretty fucking evident if you look at it, in my opinion. Like if you have the things called eyeballs, then I think it's fairly obvious. I'm not gonna explain it. You expect me to fucking explain that shit? Who do you think I am? Sure, dude. Alright, let's, I mean, we're done, so let's just use it one more time. Mongo Baby. That's like one of the best things we could have gotten. I like Mongo Baby. I think he's great. Let's just take a hit. Let's take some intentional damage. Speed this fight up a little bit. It's speeding up for a couple reasons. Because we have Revenge Fly, and because, of course, we had Black Hearts and the Black Bean, both of which deal damage when we take damage, more or less. Blue Baby Fight's going pretty well, though. So Mongo Baby's really cool, though. He basically copies one of your familiars, specifically a bullet shooting familiar, and just shoots faster. Anyway, that was a fun run. Not breaking, but I mean, we tried. Thanks for watching, and I'll yeah, I mean, whatever. My outros are always awkward, so let's cut myself off right there and say, hey, if you liked it, leave a like, and then get out of here. Bye!